That's enough Gardevoir talk.
Since 2017, a YouTuber named Phil has been uploading videos of his hiking trips to his channel Hike Slam, where he gives his viewers a glimpse into everything he does.
Phil!
Camp
Yo,
alone
Lil
in the middle of
Bowser,
the
what's up?
woods, choose the
Thank you
right
for the
hiking gear, and pretty much everything related to the outdoors. On the night before Thanksgiving 2021, Phil went on an overnight hike to camp on the Appalachian Trail near his house in Virginia. For the first half hour of his hike, things kick off pretty normally, but after a while, he finds some odd-looking trash lying on the side of the trail. Strangely, there appears to be some writing on some of the containers he finds, which appear to be song lyrics, though it's hard to imagine why anyone would go through the trouble of writing out entire songs or poems on a plastic container only to...
Okay, honestly, I was about to be like, there's nothing weird about finding a couple fucking Bud Lights in the forest. But the whole oil canister is crazy. He wrote that. That is possible. However, I'm going to hear him out.
Yo, my bad, Willie. I crossed a line and copped a perm. That's on me. Unban requests there when you get the chance. Thanks for the fun stream, brother. You're the GOAT, Glazer.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the $2. Yeah, I got you. If you think that is creepy, just wait until you see this. What is that? Like, why does somebody have that as an emote? Dude, that Mr. Beast smile is like so cursed. Like, that actually is like, dude, I'm not kidding. Sorry, I don't have a good way of showing this. Like, look at this shit, dude. Look at his, like, oh my god, dude. He's like a... He looks like an evil turtle or something. You know what I'm talking about? He looks like an evil turtle. This is an analog horror trope? Wait, really?
Throw it on the side of the trail. As he crosses the boundary into the wilderness, things continue to get stranger and stranger, and as he nears the campsite, Phil finds another series of disturbing notes.
The weirdness continues.
Guys, do not Google onion pussy to prove a point on why Gardevoir is sexy. This is what I'm talking about. Ew. Wait, hold on. The weirdness continues. It's a foot rock. I was a hiker that hiked alone, but I hiked too much. And now I'm a stone. A fed stone.
The weirdness continues.
That's all he has to say about that is like, that's it? Hey, a guy like me could not be alone in the woods with the footstone. I'm like... Illusions, images, trash picked up courtesy of Richard Donahue, aka Wolfman of Helltown. Classic environmental storytelling. Dude, it's hard for... I have to see this guy's channel to decide whether or not he's faking this. There's a lot to unpack here. That's a bag of poop, though. I mean, that's pretty crazy. That's a lot of writing, dude. I can't read all that. Oh my god!
Dead duck here.
Some of the notes appear to contain cryptic poems, others seem to talk about pretty in-depth conspiracy theories and undercover federal agents or something, and the rest appear to be biographical, with whoever wrote them telling parts of their story.
Dude, I don't know about, okay.
If the person who wrote the notes was the same person who killed the duck, but honestly, it would be too much of a coincidence for the dead duck to be lying right there next to the series of creepy notes, which were obviously placed there recently considering they're in good condition and not wet. After taking in the eerie scene, Phil notices a tarp and a fire next to a campsite about 20 yards away from the notes and the dead duck. Staying as far away as possible from the campsite, he continues making his way up to a shelter. Although this next part wasn't caught on camera, Phil then reported that he saw two women coming down the trail with their dog, asking him if he had seen the guy who was leaving the creepy notes and dead animals on the side of the trail. When Phil mentioned he saw...
They thought it was him for sure. Those women were like, oh, we're about to get murdered. Here comes the fucking guy that left the duck. Snoopy said fake. How but like, dude, you think this fucking like
who was leaving the
this guy, this Benny Safdie ass looking guy is staging all of this and fucking leaving the dead duck and everything? You think he's fucking? Where do you even get a duck? Genuinely. He's clout chasing. Okay, there's only one way to know. And look, I hate to do this. I hate to do this before the story's over. But I'm going to pull up his channel. We're at 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Hike slam. Hold up. Dude, honestly, if it was his intention, it didn't work. Because, I mean, I'll be real. The guy's only gained like a couple thousand subs. Like, you know what I'm saying? Haunted Hike. You know, it's got 21K. Honestly, bro, I feel that. He made a new hiking boots video. It only got 640 views, and he went Joker mode. He's like, you know what? Fuck you all. If you're not going to watch my new hiking boots video, that's it. Now I'm going to have to make a fucking crazy ass dead duck extravaganza. Fuck you. Nah, I get it, actually.
It's in dead animals on this.
Even if it's not fake, it's far from disturbing, at least for me. I'm desensitized from being unfortunate. He's lying.
When Phil mentioned he saw a campsite and a fire a few yards
That's
away
the
from
craziest
the notes, the woman
message
got scared and asked him to walk back to their car with them. Thinking it was probably a good idea to move as far away as possible from the campsite anyway, Phil went back with them and then started hiking in the other direction to find a safer place to spend the night.
What?
Fortunately, the rest of his hike to the new shelter was a lot more uneventful for Phil, and once he got there, he was able to set up a camp for the night, light a fire, and enjoy his dinner miles away from the disturbing notes he found. A few minutes later,
Are you
Phil
insane?
decided to go into the shelter and check out the camp log and see some of the notes and stories other hikers had left behind. And that's when things get extremely creepy again.
I'm gonna check out the shelter log here. I hang out by the fire. Almost every shelter on the Appalachian Trail has a shelter log where people write in their trail names and what.
I don't know about this, dude. I don't know about this. Watch his original video on his channel. Why? I'm getting the highlights on the 6 most disturbing camping encounters caught on camera from Chilling Scares. You know what I mean? No way. He was using it as a trick to talk to the women on the trail. That's a great way. That's honestly, you're putting people on game right now. You leave some terrifying notes and then a dead duck, and then you walk up and down the trail like, "Hey, have you seen this shit? Yeah, there's some psycho. We better stick together."
What's going on? They can write whatever they want in there. So it's kind of cool tradition here.
That's crazy.
So let's see what this one says.
That's back in 2021, dude.
Little engine, back section. Hiking again, finally.
Notice how
Nice
these pages
little
aren't
trail
in the book.
magic. Ah, some comics and.
That's
writing
fun.
stuff.
Wait, this is awesome.
All right, let's see what's happened recently.
Interesting cut there.
Holy crap. Wait a second. Hold on, I'm adjust the camera here. This writing
Will 7.
looks almost exactly like the writing that was on that
Oh, camping
garbage.
stream.
That is
when-
a weird connection. There's no way. Holy crap. Dude, you would not say holy crap. Bro, if you were out in the middle of the fucking woods alone and there was a psycho out there. Yo, Alex FPS, thank you so much for the prime. I really appreciate that. You have kind eyes? Oh, thank you. That's so nice. Really? No one's ever told me that before. Don't say that to me. Yeah. Sorry.
A couple of miles from here.
IRL hiking stream win or camping stream? I can't do that. I don't even know how. Wouldn't I disconnect?
Even though the shelter where Phil's currently staying at is more than 2 miles away and on the other side of the road from the previous one, the handwriting in the camp log is exactly the same as the handwriting that was on the notes and garbage on the other side.
Oh my
of the
god, it
road.
is the same.
This is pretty disturbing in itself, but it gets even more so when Phil starts to actually read some of the content in the logbook.
In 2018, while I was incarcerated
No!
at the Okaloosa
A
County
criminal!
Jail,
Sorry.
What the heck?
He's. I was just kidding, but he was serious. No.
In solitary confinement.
He said, "What the
figure
heck?"
the following out.
Oh my god.
Refer to Isaiah 28:15.
What the heck?
This is the same ramblings from the guy that was on the other side of the river. That's kind of scary. Kind of weird. Those women down there said they were going to call the police on the guy. Wow, this is weird. It's just like
they're gonna come arrest you, bro. I'm just letting you know right now. They're coming for your ass.
Different direction, and there's just so much of it.
You think he's lying?
Like this line up here. Think
Oh, he's reading it.
grave robbery in an attempt to obscure the reality of Little Mrs. Wolf. Content. Come up with some more of those wicked schemes, JB and company, so I can show some more of your true character.
A former inmate watches this stream. As a former inmate, I watch the stream because it has prison vibes. Thank you, by the way. Because you know what? There is a guy that watches my stream from prison, and he has like an iPad, and he's like, he posted his setup in the chat one time. It was crazy. You know what I mean? Sorry. Wicked schemes. Sorry.
Content.
I got
Come
distracted
up with
reading your
some
message.
more of those wicked schemes, JB and company.
Who's
so I can
JB?
show some more of your true character.
The fact that there's a convicted felon walking around the woods leaving dark and weird notes all over the place is extremely concerning. And based on the kinds of stuff the guy
Convicted
is
felon
writing,
is so
he's probably
crazy,
not in his
bro.
right mind.
What the
This
fuck?
could
Any
obviously
pounders
be
in the
dangerous
chat?
for Phil, especially since it's already pretty dark and he doesn't appear to
You don't know what he was, bro. He could have, like, what do you mean? You don't know what he was locked up for? He could just be like selling drugs or something. It's not like what the fuck? Convicted felon. It's so crazy. Yo, monk ass. Thank you for the prime. We should not allow felons to go hiking.
have anything to defend himself with. As he gets ready to go to sleep in his tent, Phil walks back to the shelter once more, where he finds half a Gatorade bottle hanging from a string on the ceiling with a note in the same guy's handwriting that reads, "Watch out for Yeet Mouse, the dead do walk and talk." Understandably creeped out by yet another disturbing note, Phil tries to fall asleep in his tent, obviously a little on edge from everything that happened that day.
Phil!
The last thing you'd want to happen if you were in Phil's position would probably be to start hearing strange noises near the shelter in the middle of the night.
That's exactly the last thing that I would want to happen. Or maybe actually the last thing I would want would be like probably like a fucking giant genie to show up and kill me. But the second worst would be
exactly what happened. While he was falling asleep, he heard something moving near the shelter, and as he poked his head out of the tent, he saw a single guy with a headlamp walking around the shelter. Not wanting to find out if it was the same guy who had been
How do you know he was single?
leaving notes, he quietly made his way back to the truck in the middle of the night, checking over his shoulder the entire way to make sure he wasn't being followed. Luckily, he made it back home safely, and as of 2024, he hasn't uploaded another video about the strange notes he found on the Appalachian Trail.
That's it?
It's pretty likely that dozens of other hikers after him came across the disturbing notes and the dead duck, but we'll probably never know who exactly the guy who wrote them was, or what.
Wait. So he didn't even confront the guy? Is this a joke? Wait.
Any pounders in the chat?
Just got home, glad to catch the end and my favorite stream segment.
Bro, this guy literally didn't hike for 2 years because he was so scared. Return to the woods. Yo, babe, 3K, thank you so much for the 1 year. No fucking way, dude. Is this the one? Okay, this shit is staged, bro. There's no way this shit happened again. Oh, is there a Mrs. Hike Slam? Mike, you dog! Ho, ho, ho!
Is just a couple of weeks ago, or just like almost a week ago, the end of February.
Bro, there's no way this happened to you multiple times. Like, stop, bro. Are you kidding me? How much does it cost to hike the Appalachian Trail? Campfire bacon bread. Mike, we gotta have more haunted experiences. Seriously, it's not going well. Food Slam episode 3, epic bars. Okay, fuck this.
What he would have done if he ran into any unsuspecting campers.
But like, I'm so confused. So he just, okay, I'm so sorry. I have to go back. He literally sees the guy around his tent and then does nothing about it?
The last thing you'd want to happen if you were in Phil's position
So
would probably be to
confused.
start
That's
hearing
it?
strange noises near the shelter in the middle of the night, and that's exactly what happened. While he was falling asleep, he heard something moving near the shelter, and as he poked his head out of the tent, he saw a single guy with a headlamp walking around the shelter.
Okay.
Not wanting to find out if it was the same guy who had been leaving notes, he quietly made his way back to the truck in the middle of the night, checking over his shoulder the entire way to make sure he wasn't being...
There is no possible way that he like packed up his tent and shit. Am I crazy? Like, I just don't even get it, man. I don't get it. I don't get it. It's Appalachia. No one's around for millions of miles. You made me hiccup, bro. Camper's code means you have to say hello, but he said nothing to the guy and then somehow packed up his tent and walked away. Bro found the writings of someone with severe mental health issues and thought, I've got to make content out of this.
Grizzly Gaz is a camping channel on YouTube consisting of dozens of videos featuring Gaz, the uploader, going on hiking and camping trips in the UK with his French bulldog named Fendi. In a lot of his videos, he goes camping in some pretty extreme conditions.
Jesus.
And he often shows footage of his unexpected encounters with big animals in the middle of the woods.
Damn.
In April 2023,
This guy just
Gaz
said
uploaded
fake
a video of a
already.
camping trip he made somewhere in the woods in the UK. The first part of the camping trip goes pretty much according to plan, with the footage showing Gaz setting up his tent and chopping wood to make a fire while his dog Fendi keeps him company as the sun begins to set.
Aww.
This next part wasn't shown in the footage, but as Gaz started to prepare his steak dinner over the fire, a random man in jeans and a coat approached his campsite and asked him for a beer and some food.
Right, we got steaks on go now.
That is honestly, that's crazy.
For some mash.
Any pounders in the chat?
I've got a visitor.
Nice
Oh my
one
god,
on
I thought he
Cryptic
didn't see
tonight.
him. I actually thought he didn't see him. I thought this was supposed to be a jump scare. Bro, what the fuck? That actually scared me. Crazy Commander, thank you.
Creeped up behind me asking me if I had a light. Me pants. This is Martin anyway. I don't know him, but he's stopping for a steak, so...
Just some random crate. Wandering about.
You went round here in a poncho a couple of months ago, were you?
I don't think I was.
What does that mean?
Although the encounter with the man itself was pretty tame, it's still pretty creepy to be camping in the woods in the middle of nowhere and suddenly be approached by a random guy asking for things.
Can I be honest? When we were hiking last, it was me, Hannah, and Hannah's dad. We made it to like the top, or like basically the end of the trail where you like go back and it's like kind of like a scenic sort of like mountain type of thing. You know what I mean? It's like not a mountain, but it's like a lookout. And there was like another group up there of like guys, and they were eating. And I was so hungry that I was like, hey, can one of you guys go ask them for some grapes? Like, I was trying to convince them to go ask for grapes because they were just eating and they clearly had so much food and we had nothing. And they were just like having protein bars. And I just like, I don't think it's weird to ask someone. Even if you're in the middle of the, like, okay, if you are in the middle of the woods, it's not the same as being, you know, I guess if you're like at a restaurant, it's kind of weird to just ask someone for some of their food, but still, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't bring any. You should have lied and said you have low blood sugar. I feel like that would lead, knowing my luck, they would be like, oh, do you have insulin? I don't know, something like that. And then I would not know what they're talking about and I would get exposed for lying, you know? I'm just saying. Can you help a weary stranger who has every disease? Sorry, that was just, Will is somebody else's creepy camping story. Fuck you. I'm not, it wasn't creepy. It was just, I was hungry.
If you listen closely to what he's saying, some of the guy's sentences are a little incoherent, and he appears to ramble a bit when he talks.
He's just British, bro. Look, I know that it's scary and it's chilling and it's weird, but trust me, that's normal over there. Things are a bit backwards across the pond.
Almost like he's kind of out of it. Later in the footage, Gaz reveals that Martin was homeless, and that as they shared their dinner, he told Gaz his story about how he had ruined his life with drugs and how he had ended up walking alone in the woods that day. Disturbingly, Gaz also mentioned that while they were having dinner, he turned around for a few seconds to chop some more wood to keep the fire going, and when he turned back around, Martin had left the campsite unannounced without even thanking Gaz for the food. After the strange encounter, the uploader decided to leave the campsite and head home out of fear that the man would possibly tell his friends about meeting some guy camping out in the middle of the woods with expensive filming equipment lying around and suggest robbing him or possibly worse.
People that go on hikes are just like, dude, come on, man. What is going on? What are you talking? Like, that is the craziest, like, jump. Okay, so you've got one guy who has a potentially insane man right outside of his tent, and he's like, I'm not gonna say anything to him, I'm just gonna head home. Then you've got this other guy that's like, oh, a homeless guy asked me for a beer, I wonder if he's gonna get a fucking group of guys to come kill me.
To see if Martin would come back in the middle of the night with possibly ill intentions, Gaz actually left a trail camera on the
These
tree at the
infos are
campsite to
gentrifying
capture everything
hiking,
that happened
like
that
probably
night.
posted this
Based
in
on his
next door
behavior,
right afterwards.
it's pretty hard to gauge Martin's intentions and know whether he was just confused and possibly under the influence, or if he had something more sinister planned that evening. Either way, it's probably a good thing that Gaz left the campsite and didn't go back until the next morning, especially since, when he did go back, his trail camera that he had left was completely gone. Creepy Outdoors is a channel where the uploader frequently shows footage of...
I mean, I thought maybe that he would be on the camera and like the dude came back with like a fucking axe. I'm sorry, bro. If you leave a camera in the middle of the woods, like, that's not your camera. That's ridiculous to be like, oh, he fucking stole it. Fuck you.
Of his nighttime visit.
Like, I don't know, man. Homeless guy probably bounced to not be on camera. I don't know if it's that. I think he probably just like left. I don't know. I just have a feeling this guy is like making the story seem scarier than it was. And honestly, good on him for sharing some food and some beer, though. He seems like a fine guy. Just leaving is like, I don't know. Top 6 most disturbing encounters, and the first 2 have both just been homeless people. Okay, the first guy is either staged or potentially just a guy with some kind of mental disorder. I don't know. But like, yeah, the second one was literally just a guy that was just hanging out. It's okay. It's all good. This creepy outdoors, nothing possibly bad could come from this channel.
It's to sketchy outdoor locations during all 4 seasons. In October 2022, Creepy Outdoors uploaded a video of a camping trip he took to an unnamed forest in the middle of nowhere, recording everything he saw as he explored some of the surrounding woods in the darkness.
What?
For the first few minutes, all you can hear is the guy's breathing, and you can't help but be kind of amazed at how brave it is to visit a dark forest in the middle of nowhere all alone, not knowing if you're going to run into potentially hostile animals or something else. As the video progresses, the uploader makes a few comments and observations.
I will be honest, that is fucking brave. You know what I mean? You guys are like, oh, so brave. But, dude, an undisclosed forest in the middle of nowhere? It's probably just like, there's probably a 7-Eleven within 2 miles of where he's currently standing. I'm just going to call it right now.
On his surroundings. And throughout the footage, there doesn't appear to be anyone else in the forest with him.
Hostile animal, though.
Minutes in, though, an extremely disturbing sound takes the footage in a pretty dark direction.
What sound?
Oh, hi. What? I need to get out of here. Oh, boy. Oh. Okay. That was creepy. I need to get out of here.
In the distance, probably a couple of 100 feet away from the uploader, a voice yells, "I see you."
That is actually so fucking scary. That was, someone said that was a bobcat. That is so scary. It's not a bobcat. That was so clearly, and also it was like a creepy voice. Like it was like a high-pitched creepy voice. You know what I mean? God, dude, that was scary. What the fuck? Oh my God. It's crazy how he has low light equipment but didn't use it for the important part. That's a good point. Why the fuck did he not like point his camera at this? Or his flashlight? That is so obviously ICU.
Oh, hi. What? I need to get out of here. Oh, boy. Ooh.
It's not a voice.
Okay. That was creepy.
That is so obviously a voice. You guys are coping. Like, you guys are actually coping. That was so obviously ICU. It's not a fox.
I need to get out of here.
Like, the only possible thing that is happening here, other than the scariest fucking thing of all time, is he faked this video and he has, like, you know, someone off to the side that was just standing still this entire time and he wasn't pointing the light at them, because you can't hear any other footsteps for the whole video and you can't hear anyone else, and then randomly that, I don't know.
In the distance,
Listen to it and picture a little fox. That's a fucking person, man. I tried to picture a fox and I saw like a fucking old lady, well, like hunched over like that, and she's got a like fucking robe and she's pointing. Stab. You know what I mean?
In the distance, probably a couple of 100 feet away from the uploader, a voice yells, "I see you." It's possible that the disturbing sound was made by a coyote or a fox, but because it sounded so much like "I see you," it could have also been another camper trying to mess with the uploader and scare him. Because the YouTuber had been talking and making noise almost the whole time, he might have inadvertently alerted someone else who may have wanted to play a prank on him just for the fun of it. Still, it's hard to imagine why anyone else would be wandering in the same secluded part of the woods as the uploader. What's most disturbing is that the person or animal or whatever it was that made the noise appeared to yell out right after the guy turned off his lamp, almost as if they were waiting for that to happen to yell out something disturbing. Luckily, the uploader was able to make it back to his campsite safely and has continued uploading outdoor footage to this day. Sam is a YouTuber from Cleveland.
Okay, like, I don't know, man. I don't know. That's pretty fucking weird. It's pretty fucking weird. Something is not right. That's the scariest one by far, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like, this one wasn't even scary. This one's like, oh, this guy got his camera stolen that he left in the middle of the fucking woods. This one is fully a guy is alone in the forest and someone yells, "I see you." That is so fucking terrifying, bro. I would be like, I would actually like die on the spot, I think. Ugh. Okay, sorry. Stealth camping.
Sam is a YouTuber from Cleveland, Ohio, who's been uploading videos of his stealth camping trips to his channel, The Northwest Wind, since 2016.
Is this a fucking like AI fucking profile picture? Wait, stealth camping at LeBron James' house. What the fuck? What is stealth camping? I'm so sorry. What is this? Is he just like breaking in? The Northwest Wind? Hold on, let me get this up. It's not AI. It just looks like it's like a picture that he put like a drawing filter over. Dude, I can't even find the LeBron one. Stealth camping at McDonald's. Construction stealth camp. Let's just go popular. Like, surely the LeBron one popped off, no? Stealth camping in a Home Depot shed. Fuck. This is a great thumbnail. Stealth camping the emergency room, bro. They've got to get people in and out, man. You can't be loitering in there. That's not okay. You can't do that. That's really bad. That is so awesome. Stealth camping. Starbucks roof. Bro, I don't even know where this LeBron one is. This guy uploads a lot. Here we go. Stealth camping at LeBron James' house.
Hey, how are ya? Officially the most stealthy I'm ever gonna have to be. I won't lie.
He sounds exactly how I expected.
Right there. It's kind of all open right over here, and I can go in there.
What the fuck is going on? Like, can you show the... I don't understand, bro. Show the house. Like, I don't understand what's happening here. He's got to, like, do a better introduction, because, like, he's not really showing it. He's just, like, in his car, and then he's in a parking lot.
The woods that I'm going to camp in, I'm going to head there in probably about 20 minutes. It's just before 8 o'clock right now. Than I anticipated by a margin.
I don't get it, bro. I don't understand stealth camping. Whatever.
For those of you who don't know,
let's watch something horrible happen to him.
Stealth camping just means parking your camper van pretty much anywhere without paying for parking, and people do it anywhere from residential neighborhoods to the middle of nowhere. In January 2024, Sam uploaded footage of his stealth camping trip to the woods in Cleveland.
It's gonna be a homeless guy, bro. That's it. It's over.
Yards away.
I'm calling it right now.
On his way into the woods, he finds a camping tent that's been shredded to pieces, which is honestly a little creepy, but he keeps going anyway. After setting up his tent in the woods, he starts cooking dinner on a camping stove.
It's
As
a
the
ghoul.
sun starts to set, he sees a couple of people walking by the campsite, and this is when he mentions that he's getting a bad vibe and feels like he's possibly in danger from them. Most experienced campers would probably tell you that if your gut is telling you something's wrong, you should probably call it a day and leave, but Sam decided to stick it out for the night and kept on recording.
Sam, what the fuck?
As soon as he settles down in his tent to get some sleep, things start to get very creepy.
There's somebody, hang on. I don't know if they can see it or not through the tent. I don't think so. I'm leaning right up against the light, but somebody's walking around out there very close to the tent.
As the seconds pass by, the footsteps outside seem to get louder and louder. At one point,
they can hear him talking. That's what I was gonna say. What the fuck? This guy's a genius. If you buy a tent for just your head and upper body, you save 50% of the price. I bet it's LeBron. Bro, he's exacting his fucking vengeance.
Sam calls out to whoever's out there, but at first he doesn't get a response. It's only after he calls out for about the 5th time that every camper's worst nightmare starts to become a reality for Sam.
They're walking around outside in circles.
It's a robot?
Hello? Hello? Alright, I don't like this. Hello? Hello? They're touching my tent. Stop. Hello?
They're touching the tent?
Hello? Alright, I'm getting out of here. Hello? Hello? I don't know what this is, but we're getting out of here. Hang on. Hello? Okay, they're walking away now. What do you want? What do you want? I have a knife. Where's my knife? You're with me.
Don't say, where's my knife?
Holy crap, get away. What do you want?
No, he does not have the fucking Counter-Strike knife.
With me here.
He's got the fucking, like, blue and pink karambit.
Holy crap, get away. What do you want?
It's over, bro. You're dead. You're dead.
Hello, I can't
You're
see
not
you.
doing shit with that. Come on,
Hello?
man. Oh, shit. Wait a minute. Okay. Wait, I wasn't familiar with your game, Mike. I'm sorry.
Sam's video have pointed out is that if you're being stalked or attacked by a stranger in the middle of the woods, it's probably not a good idea to show weakness by saying things like, I can't see you, I'm spooked, and I don't like this. After this, the attackers...
Okay, assholes, thanks. I mean, the guy's fucking panicking. What the fuck? Jesus. Who's the fucking asshole with the Punisher profile picture who's in his comments like, hey man, you really shouldn't show weakness by saying I'm scared when you're in a deep state of panic and an incredibly vulnerable position.
Apparently leave the campsite, but as soon as he steps out of the tent, Sam sees them standing eerily in the woods just a few feet away from him.
They collapsed my tent on me. I don't know which way they went. I think they went this way. I see you.
Shine the fucking flashlight.
Get away! All right, I'm spooked. I don't like this. Get my headlamp on and we're getting out of here right now. They're just standing there. They're just standing there. What do you want? Leave me alone!
Completely freaking out after the disturbing encounter,
do you not have a flashlight?
To call it a night and head back to his van in the park.
Show
but
them,
things
bro.
Only continue to get worse for Sam.
I seen it, bro. I didn't see shit. When? This is so fake. Do you think so?
I don't like this. Get my headlamp on and we're getting out of here right now. They're just standing there.
Great job, Mike.
They're just standing there. What do you want? Leave me alone!
I can't see shit, man. I've got to be honest. I can't see shit.
Completely freaking out after the disturbing encounter, he obviously decides to call it a night and head back to his van in the park. But things only continue to get worse for Sam.
What? It gets worse?
All right, they're moving again. I don't know. I'm getting out of here. We're going. I'll come back for this some other time. All right.
Some other time!
I'm leaving. Don't follow me. I don't know where to go. I don't know which way to get out of here.
No, he's lost.
I smell your cigarette. I can hear you.
Oh, they're smoking. That humanizes them
As
a bit.
he's making his way back to the park, he looks back at the campsite and sees the attackers stealing his things, but he decides to leave his stuff behind, terrified for his life. As he's running through the woods now, he turns back and sees his attackers chasing him.
This has got to lead back to the main trail. I don't know where they are. I think it's all foggy up here. I got water in my headlamp. I don't know where to go. I don't see or hear anybody anymore.
I don't know if this is real, bro. Is he like experiencing psychosis? I'm completely scared. This looks fake as fuck. Yeah, but you guys say that about every video. You guys say that about literally. There has never been a video that I've watched where you guys are like, whoa. Why didn't you just attack him during the tent messing? I think most people probably just don't want to attack someone instantly. I don't know, honestly. I don't know. But he grabbed his knife and now he's like not wielding it actively.
I hear them coming. Can't see the shadow. Here's a path. Okay, get me there. I'm recording all of this.
This is AI for sure.
I'm calling up police. All right, I'm back on the path. Back on the path.
This is AI for sure. First time chatter. True.
Okay.
Gotta be.
Get away from me!
After making it back to his van safely, he drove home and gave his viewers a recap of everything that happened.
Bro,
as you can imagine, a lot of people in the comments accuse the uploader of staging the video.
Yeah. As you can imagine, a lot of fucking assholes. If it's fake, he acted pretty well. I was gonna say this guy must be like he deserves an Oscar if this was fake, because he seems genuinely horrified. He didn't get one shot of them. That's kind of my problem. But you think he was just like yelling at nothing out there?
Mentioning that nobody in their right mind would continue to record as they sprint through the woods in the dark. But his reaction seems pretty genuine to me. Different
I agree.
People act different ways in situations of stress. As for who the two guys who stalked and attacked him were and what they wanted, it's really anyone's guess. If what
Attacked
they did to Sam
him?
was some
Come
kind
on.
of joke,
Seriously?
it's a pretty messed up joke to play on someone.
Oh, stalked and attacked him. So they touched his tent? Give me a fucking break.
But because the uploader confirmed that they didn't end up stealing his stuff when he went back the following morning,
what?
It's also clear that looting the campsite wasn't really their main focus. We can't really know what they would have done to him if he hadn't run from the campsite, but at any rate, it's probably a good thing he did.
Okay, that's weird. The fact that they didn't even take anything is so
Love
crazy.
Sundays is a camping channel.
That's it? Bro, what the fuck? Stealth camping at LeBron James' house. What happened, bro? What do you want from me? Okay, maybe this guy does have problems. Okay. Look, maybe I was wrong. Maybe he's got some issues. I don't. He just uploaded a video called "What Do You Want From Me?" That's a great title. I'm stealing that. Holy shit. That's so crazy. What the fuck? Stealth camp gone wrong. Stealth camping behind McDonald's dumpster. I don't know, man. Most scared ever camping. Yeah, this shit pulled 200K. Attacked while stealth camping, I had to leave. Hold on a second. This happened twice?
Tent, dinner time. There's a link down in the description. It says,
yo, this guy's got a lot of patrons.
Every morning when I leave a camp or fishing trip on my way home, stuff like that.
Damn.
Hi, just hanging out.
Any pounders in the chat?
Hey Will, how's it going?
This has been recording. It's just about dark. I'm not dealing with this again.
This guy is like, camping channels make like $30 million a video. We've got to start a camping channel, guys. This is the next venture. Yo, Seti, thank you for the sub. Wait, so this guy got attacked twice and they were like months apart. Okay, he's lying.
YouTube, run by a guy named Sean, who uploads.
He's clearly not very stealthy. Nice. Gotta be more stealthy, man.
Love Sundays is a camping channel on YouTube run by a guy named Sean, who uploads some pretty cool footage of his solo camping trips everywhere in the UK.
That's cool.
In February 2024, he uploaded a video where he left his van on the side of the road next to the woods, and then went to do some exploring, jumping over a fence to walk through the woods. After that, Sean makes his way back to his van to make dinner, where he then heads out once again for an evening stroll through the woods. Upon his return to the van, he goes to bed at about 9 p.m., but at 3 in the morning, things start to get a little disturbing.
Not at 3 a.m. Oh, as well, mate. I'm in my van and I'm having a bit of scran.
Well, I'll see you in the morning. Good night.
So uncanny. That was creepy. That was scary.
And it sounds like they're walking around the van.
Yeah, they thought you abandoned your car, bro. I mean, like, is that crazy?
As soon as Sean pulls back the curtains, the people who were walking around the van get back in their car. When he put his head out the window to see what was going on, the car drove away, leaving him alone for the rest of the night.
Oh, come on!
It wasn't until the next morning that Sean realized what the visitors had done to his van.
Right, well, I think we should at least go outside and see how
That's
miserable
it?
the weather is.
Bro, they better have done something crazy. They spray painted cunt on it.
My door's stuck.
They trapped him in?
What the actual... See that? So here's the... There's obviously just people wanting to talk about and just be funny, I guess, but...
I don't understand.
How dangerous is that? Locking someone in their van? Let me check the back door. Well, there's nothing on this one because they wouldn't have been able to tie it to anything, would they? There's no way they could have done that door anyway.
Why someone would want to lock a stranger in their van is anyone's guess.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest, like, I'm sorry, bro. If you're just fucking parked in your goddamn car all fucking night in the side of the road, is that not kind of dangerous? Am I crazy? I feel like you should at least, like, pull off the road a little bit. Do you know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm like, is this number 2 on the fucking top 6 most disturbing camping encounters? There better be, like, okay, this last, like, little set of footage right here that we haven't watched yet, it better be, like, it wasn't until Sean checked his trail camera where he saw the people that put the zip ties in, and it's just 2 fucking actual skeletons that get out of a fucking chariot and do this to him.
And the only reasonable explanation I can think of is that maybe they were trying to steal the diesel from the van and put the zip ties on the door in case Sean realized what was happening and attempted to get out to stop them. It could have also been a local who didn't want anyone parking their camping van in that area, but
true.
Luckily, after he cut the zip ties off, he made it back home unharmed and has continued uploading videos of his camping adventures in the UK.
That's number 2? Are we fucking top 6 most disturbing camping encounters? Seriously. I guess it doesn't say top 6, but I mean, that's pretty fucking tame, man. Can I just be honest? What is that?
The factsbyhowtohunt.com is a channel dedicated to sharing knowledge about the outdoors and encouraging.
We gotta pick a new channel name, bro. The factsbyhowtohunt.com. This guy's got 323K? Holy shit. Damn. This guy's popping off.
People to explore the wilderness. In January 2022, a pretty terrifying video was uploaded to the channel in which a group of teenagers can be seen reacting to some strange sounds coming from somewhere in the woods.
They didn't know he was inside and would wait till he came back to a locked van. I just have no idea. Like, that one just makes no sense to me. The zip tie. It's just like, it's not really scary. It's not very interesting. It's barely notable. It's easily fakeable. Do you know what I'm saying? Sorry. What did they say about this?
22. A pretty terrifying video was uploaded to the channel in which a group of teenagers can be seen reacting to some strange sounds coming from somewhere in the woods.
I hear that? Get Trevor. Austin, get the light.
He's sleeping. Get Trevor. What is that?
Hey! That was not an elk. Where's that coming from?
Okay, that last one I think kind of made me think it's fake. I'm sorry. I actually was locked in until that last noise. They flew a little too close to the sun, and I think that last noise was fake. But that really, at first, I was like, holy shit, this is like a Bigfoot sighting. Like, the first couple noises were very convincing, but that one was like, wait, listen. That one's fine. That one's fine. That one is just so, dude, come on, that's so fake. Dude. Unless they see something, though. What the fuck is that? Is it gunfire?
Everybody, get in my truck.
When you're out in the woods in the middle of the night, it can be easy to mistake certain animal noises with human screams. Foxes, coyotes...
Guy who watches SEC football after 13 natty lines. Everybody, get in my truck.
And bobcats are all known to make sounds that can sometimes be hard to tell apart from human yelling. But in this case, I don't know of any animal that can make that kind of noise, especially when you consider how loud the banging on the trees was. Elk are known to rub their antlers against trees, but it obviously doesn't sound that loud or menacing. A lot of people in the comments of the video have mentioned that the sounds aren't too different from human screams, and it could have just been a man screaming in the woods.
What an interesting observation.
It's also pretty messy.
Those, honestly, some some of the commenters have pointed this out. I'm not sure if you noticed, but those sounds do sound awfully similar to human screams. I didn't even think of that. Thank God for these commenters.
Even though some viewers have claimed the video is staged, the uploaders' reactions seem pretty genuine in this case, and the only thing we can say for sure is that it's probably a good thing that the guys didn't run into whoever or whatever was making those noises.
True. Thank God. Damn, dude, that was a good video. I actually kind of liked that. I'm not gonna lie, that was a good ass video. We gotta check out this guy's camera or channel. Did I say camera? Popular, most disturbing things caught on dash cam footage. I don't think I want to see that. Most disturbing thing. I could think of a couple. Most disturbing police body cams of all time. Dude, what? Hold on, I'm watching this one real quick.
Daniel O'Neill is a YouTuber from the UK with a channel called English Woodsman, where he's been uploading videos of his wild camping, stealth camping, and woodland camping trips in the UK for almost 10 years.
Okay.
Most of the channel's videos feature Daniel reviewing camping gear for his viewers and showing footage of his adventures in the great outdoors. For the most part, they're pretty tame, but in August 2023, he uploaded a video of his camping trip in the woodlands close.
You can say they're boring. It's okay. It's okay, chilling scares. You don't have to, like, sugarcoat it. For the most part, they're pretty tame. The fuck? Jesus, man. Really dig into him, I guess.
Home, and the footage is pretty disturbing. The first part of the video pretty much just shows Daniel walking through the woods and talking to his subscribers, eating berries, and pointing out the sights on the way to the campsite.
That is disturbing, by the way, if it's a British guy. I'm gonna be...
At several points along the way, he pauses to mention the footprints and garbage he sees lying on the trail, indicating other people had been there in the last few days.
Interesting.
Someone's been here. There's a lot of rubbish around here.
Rubbish. Unserious country. Sorry. Deeply unserious.
Yeah, look at the state of this.
Look at the state of this, mate. Oh, bloody hell.
After about a 20-minute walk, he sits down in a clearing where he plans to set up camp for the night and leans back on a tree to eat his noodles as he talks to the camera.
Nice.
It's not until around 25 minutes into the video that things start to get seriously disturbing for Daniel.
How?
Friday night, but I'm going away Saturday, so I've got a bit of a drive as well. So
who else is watching the background?
I don't want to be tired, and it's going to throw it down Friday night as well. And rain camping is really good.
Fuck are those footsteps coming from, bro? Daniel, stand up, please. He doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't give a fuck at all. Daniel, this guy's a survivalist? Are you serious?
Even though some pretty human-like footsteps could be heard right behind Daniel, as soon as he turns around to scan his environment, there's nobody in sight. What's most disturbing is that as soon as he turned around and yelled hello, the footsteps immediately stopped. For the next few minutes, he sits down and tries to regain his composure as he sips his coffee and eats his noodles, but things only continue to get even more creepy as the sun begins to set.
No way he stayed out here. He's gonna fucking pour boiling water on someone.
There's that noise again now. Hello?
I'm looking in the background like I'm gonna fucking crack the case for some reason. Like, why the fuck am I? Like, I'm gonna notice something that no one else has. I don't know. I was seriously like, oh, I gotta check.
There's nobody here.
I heard a voice. Did you hear that? Oi, did you just hear that? There's clearly people around.
There's nobody here.
About 40 minutes into the video, the footstep noises can be heard again, and this time it sounds...
Viewer retention is through the goddamn roof for this guy. 40 minutes into the video, and we get the third instance. This guy's a fucking genius.
Like they're getting closer to Daniel. By this point, most people would have hightailed it out of there without any hesitation.
British people are wild. Imagine being in the forest without a gun.
But Daniel decides to sit back down to finish his dinner as he tries to calm his nerves for the second time. Amazingly, a few minutes later, it almost seems like he completely forgets about the footsteps and manages to think about less disturbing things, which is honestly pretty impressive. But as darkness sets in, the eerie footsteps start up again.
I'm gonna be honest. I can't stay here now. I want to be a wimp. I don't care if people call me a wimp in the comments. But
aww. Hey, Daniel. No.
I'm too unsettled.
We all think that you're brave.
No. I've done camping like this a load of times.
We believe you. Hey, come on.
Find somewhere else to get this bivvy set up. But I'm leaving this spot.
Understandably, after this third incident, Daniel decides to head somewhere else for the night to play.
What is bivvy, bro? Like, I just, again, what the fuck? Oh, is it a brand?
It's safe. It's hard to know what exactly was making those sounds, but because they sounded very similar to human footsteps, it's possible that Daniel was being stalked by someone in the woods. This is obviously incredibly dangerous, as you can never really trust someone's intentions when you're in such a vulnerable position, all by yourself in unknown territory.
I guess.
It's either that or an animal walking through the grass. But because Daniel mentioned the grass was a little wet and wouldn't have made that dry sound if an animal
wouldn't they have
stepped
attacked the shit out of him, though?
Unlikely. Also, many people in the comments mentioned that no animal walks that uniform and steady. They stop, go, and change pace constantly. Either way, it's a good thing he decided to leave, because who knows
that
what
is weird.
That night.
I guess you're right. Like, do you guys think he faked it? Like, I actually have no idea what that could have been.
Things to me is spam texts and phone.
Are you fucking kidding me, bro? Are you actually fucking serious? Jesus, man. Give me a fucking, like, seriously.
The Rampant Range is part of a front range of the Rocky Mountains in Colorado.
You guys think that's fake? I don't think that's fake.
Almost entirely public land within the Pike.
I would love to watch Itswill camp from the bushes nearby. You should go solo camping, :D. Well, I can't fucking do it now, can I, right? It's over. There's camping videos where we see the people. He chose the worst ones. Really? We see the people?
Forest. In the summer, you'll find lots of bikers enjoying the Rampant Range's elaborate trail system and exploring the great outdoors. For the most part, this part of Colorado is a paradise for anyone who enjoys spending time in nature.
A paradise.
But over the past few years,
but for
there's been
some,
a pretty alarming trend on the rise, with random people setting up wires on trees at just about head height in an effort to seriously injure bikers on the trail.
What?
In 2019, a post describing this terrifying trend was uploaded to Facebook. And disturbingly, the uploader mentioned that one of his high school friends had lost his life as a result of running into a similar wire on a trail.
Huh?
Immediately, people jumped into the comments to point out how incredibly messed up it would be to do something like this, and how this kind of evil needs to be categorized as attempted murder if the suspects are ever caught. A couple of years before that post was made, in 2017, two motorbike riders uploaded a video to YouTube of their encounter with the similar wire.
No, don't do it.
And although nothing happened to them, it was a very close call.
He wasn't going very fast. Yo, if it comes down that easily, though. I mean, no way going through at that speed, you know, you're gonna fucking die, right?
When these wires
he just yanked it down.
Trail, it can be hard to tell whether they were placed there out of malice or if a random camper or farmer placed the wires there to hang up clothes or something similar.
Farmer. Okay, this is fake. This is so fake. I'm sorry. They fucking set that shit up. Come on. Alright.
Uploaded to YouTube by a user named ForestFire20.
Sounds of screaming coming from the woods behind my house at about 2 a.m. December 24th. This is like literally every single Instagram reel on my like For You page is literally just this. It's this exact thing.
He recorded it around 2 a.m. in December 2014. The uploader lives in a forest, and he mentioned that the noises in the audio were coming from deep in the woods behind his house.
Fake as fuck. You guys say that about everything. Stop ruining every video.
It's
That's a
hard to
big
make out
cat.
what the child is yelling, but after listening closely, several users jumped in the comments to point out that you can also hear an adult voice yelling, "Where are you?" In addition to the young female voice making most of the noise, this quieter, more subtle male voice that can also be heard in the audio only makes the whole incident that much more disturbing. Near the end of the video, the uploader mentions that after that night, he checked the news every day to see if he could find some explanation for the screams, but he never did. The fact that the screaming was captured at around 2 a.m. in the freezing cold weather and in the middle of the woods indicates that the uploader could have genuinely recorded something pretty sinister taking.
Yeah, bro, you didn't go out and help? You didn't call anyone? You recorded it and then you watched the news? Yeah, I wonder if any kids fucking croaked this weekend. Let me go check. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Place that night.
Huh?
It's hard to tell why the uploader would record and upload the audio instead of immediately calling the police after.
It is hard to tell.
Lisa is a life coach and YouTuber who often uploads videos.
Skip. Fucking skip. Seriously.
Of what it's like living in her van and traveling the country.
Oh my god. It actually got, I didn't think it could get any worse, and it actually got worse.
One afternoon.
I did not, okay, I was like life coach. What was the other one? They said something else, and I was like, oh, it's fucking, it's bad. And then it's like, she documents her life living in the van.
In 2022, Lisa had parked her van on the side of the road and left the side door of her van open while she cooked her dinner inside. When suddenly a sketchy-looking guy approached her, poked his head in her van without her permission, and started asking her some pretty bizarre questions in French, a language Lisa doesn't speak. When she mentioned she didn't understand what he was saying, he pulled out a translator app to try to communicate with her, which obviously made her pretty uncomfortable, especially since she wasn't interested in talking to him in the first place after he invaded her personal space.
Yeah, that's creepy.
After watching the guy struggle to use Google Translate
French guy,
minutes, Lisa decided she'd had enough and shut the side door in his face, also closing the curtain to make sure the guy got the hint. Strangely, for over half an hour, the guy then stood outside in the rain and tinkered with the translator app to try to communicate with Lisa, even after she made it more than obvious that she wanted nothing to do with him.
No. No. French guy is just creepy, bro. That's not good. Like, that is so bad. And now he's going into the woods. Maybe
I just moved even closer so that I can't move out and so that I can't go forward.
maybe he's there to hike and he's just like lost.
Please leave. Please leave, you sketchy person. Please leave.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Said, Lisa kept an eye on the guy outside to make sure he didn't try to get close to her again. But the man just kept on bringing his car closer to her van and blocking her exit in different ways for more than half an hour.
This guy is really starting to freak me out.
It's been half an hour and you're saying this guy's starting to freak me out? Bro!
Soon after the other family arrived, but came back about 3 hours later in the dead of night to check if Lisa was still there. When he saw the other family in the RV was also still in the parking lot, he left and didn't come back. The next morning, Lisa left early and never saw the guy again. It's hard to tell what the guy's exact intentions were.
That's crazy.
His friend told him about these pipes that he had found in the woods near his house.
Hold on.
In May 2014, an Imager user uploaded a blog post where he talked about the time he went to
Hello, my name is that thing from the walls. Paint? Picture? Frame?
to visit a friend in northern Germany. According to the uploader, his friend told him about these pipes that he had found in the woods near his house that stuck up out of the ground like periscopes. Apparently, his friend and his siblings played near the pipes as kids and knew that there were bunkers hidden below them, but their parents never allowed them to get near them out of concern for their safety. During the visit narrated in the blog post, the uploader and his friend decided to check out the pipes and finally go down into the bunkers that they never had permission to explore.
Man.
And they found some pretty disturbing stuff.
Yeah.
A few hundred feet away from the trees, they found the entrance to the bunker covered with a loosely placed piece of wood that they easily removed with a crowbar. Once inside, all they could see were these long, seemingly endless hospital-like hallways that extended for thousands of feet.
This is in Germany? Bro, this fucking like Nazi shit in there, no? Like, what the fuck? Hello? There's like World War II bunkers?
Under the woods. As they ventured further and further into the maze of tunnels, they found graffiti on some of the walls, indicating they weren't the first people to get the idea to explore the underground bunkers.
What if there's like a
To the
mine?
explorer's horror, one of the walls deep inside the tunnels had the word "help" in German graffitied all over it.
I literally thought that said Hitler. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was like, yeah, I mean,
It's possible that it was just sprayed on there by another group of teens trying to be funny.
I actually
but the
did
eerie
not.
nature of the bunker, coupled with
I
the
was
general
like,
state of disarray,
bro,
really makes you wonder if something more sinister took place.
There is a
down there
peace
at some
sign on the
point,
roof, though.
possibly even written by German soldiers in the later parts of World War II. As they traveled deeper into the bunker, they found some more disturbing graffiti, with one of the eeriest messages reading, "Hello Satan, I love you." Obviously, that's not the kind of message you want to see in a tunnel system like this.
Dark Throne fans, dude. Fucking, of course they run to fucking black metal fans down here. Of course, dude. It's just over. You know what I mean? They're just fucking listening to Dark Throne, jamming out down there. Whatever,
But the
dude.
two friends decided to keep on exploring anyway. After several hours down in the bunker, they ended up finding tons of more twisting, winding hallways, flooded rooms with old machines, and dark, narrow corridors.
This
that
is
reached dead ends,
crazy.
but nothing
This
more
is not
disturbing
very
than the graffiti
disturbing,
they had
though.
found a few hours earlier. The explorers managed to make it out of their
This
safe
looks like Call of Duty Zombies. Like, this is like the Pack-a-Punch machine. You know what I mean? Like, this is fucking crazy.
and didn't go back there again.
Okay, that's it. That's fine, I guess.
In the summer of 2016, reports started surfacing that people were finding dangerous booby traps along a very well-known hiking trail in the High Mountain Park Preserve in Wayne, New Jersey.
Unabomber
As per the
shit.
police reports, the traps mostly consisted of boards with nails sticking out of them, barbed wire, broken bottles placed along the trails behind or near rocks or logs, and other treacherous materials.
Okay, but like, you're wearing hiking boots, no?
As more and more complaints started
Dangerous what traps?
coming in, police warned people to keep an eye out for the traps, and even organized cleanup efforts to keep hikers safe during their treks. What's most disturbing is that these traps were clearly placed there to hurt people, as there's really no other reason to put nails and barbed wire on the ground in the middle of such a popular hiking trail. Although they
So?
never found the individual suspects responsible for placing the traps on the trail,
Kids.
according to many nearby residents, it's common for bikers on the trail to speed past the hikers without ringing their bells or announcing their presence, which has led to several injuries and rising tensions between.
This is the least disturbing video ever, bro. Like, this is crazy. I just watched all 6 of these. This one was kind of disturbing, actually. The guy hearing the footsteps in the woods. But, bro, are you serious? I liked the guy's first video more. 6 most disturbing cases of real found footage. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. What was that one? 6 most disturbing forest encounters. Didn't I just watch that? Anyways, I'll watch some of these later.